Soil is the skin of the earth, full of organisms that grows our food. It is composed of minerals, soil organic matters, gas, living organism, and water. An excessive amount of its mixture, like any other parts of nature, will result to soil pollution. Soil affects the food we eat, the water we drink, the air we breathe, our health, and the health of all organisms in the planet. Without healthy soils, we won't be able to grow our food. In fact, it is estimated that 95% of our food is directly or indirectly produced on our soil. But we treat soil like a dirt. Soil also suffers from pollution. The main reason why soil is contaminated is due to the presence of man-made waste. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 28, God has blessed humans and told them to rule over God's creation. God has created the soil to provide food for all God has created. All His creations has its own ability to reproduce and provide the needs of its creatures, now and in the future. That includes us, humans. We are told to rule over His creation. And yes, we ruled over and abused it and never took care of it. There are numerous causes of soil pollution that occurs every day and every minute. Industrial or mining activity, the biggest contributor in soil pollution. The industrial waste lingers in the soil for a long time and it makes it unsuitable for use. Waste disposal and sanitary landfill. The storage of waste in landfills as the waste products may leak into groundwater or generate polluted vapors. Agricultural activities. The use of harmful pesticides and fertilizers are damaging the composition of the soil. As a result, they seep into the ground after they mix with water and slowly reduce the fertility of the soil. Acid rain, caused by air pollution. When pollutants present in the air mix up with the rain and falls back to the ground, the polluted water could dissolve away some nutrients of the soil. These causes of pollution will give a lifetime effect to our soil. Polluted soil means stunted crops, or even toxic underground water table. 95% of our food source will be affected because of soil pollution. Soil is a finite source, meaning its loss and degradation is not recoverable within a human lifespan. Some of devastating example of effects of soil pollution in the Philippines is the Cavite Sanitary Landfill. It operated from 1993 to 1998. It is now closed and abandoned without rehabilitation efforts. It poses risk to both human and environment. At present, only grass and shrubs thrive in this area. It received 23 million cubic meter of waste, which continuously contaminating the soil and groundwater due to treatment failure. The land was condemned due to high accumulations of heavy metals. Grazing of food chain and planting of crops and fruit-bearing trees was not recommended. Another example is the nickel mining in Zambales. Santa Cruz Zambales is a first-class municipality rich in land that is conducive for farming, the home of the best Carabao mango in the world. Yet, this fertile land and its river channels are highly polluted with nickel laterite, a nickel oxide ore that turns the color of the soil and water into red due to mining activities. Due to mining, the city is losing 8,000 tons of palay and a radical reduction in the production of mangoes. Zambales is losing $500 million pesos worth of food because of soil pollution caused by irresponsible mining. As I've said, soil is a finite resource, meaning its loss and degradation is not recoverable within a human lifespan. It will take 100 of years before it can recover from our abuse. In Genesis chapter 2, verse 15, God has told human to take care of His creation. Taking care of His creation is a show of our love and gratitude to God. As an environmentalist and follower of Christ, I can tell you that we must follow God's orders to take care of His creations. His creation was designed to provide everything for all creatures and to live today and in the future. We don't need to abuse resources in order to survive. Take care of our environment is showing our respect and our love to God and His creations. As caretakers or stewards of God's creations, we must protect God's creation, such as the earth's soil. We are called to use wisely and distribute justly the goods of God's earth. We should stop now any forms, acts, and sources of soil pollution. We should act and start now and help our environment to recover from all the damages we have done. Let us help our soil to recover for our family's future. Remember that we are all dependent to our environment, our nature. Yes, we are called to take care of God's creation, but in reality, we need our earth more than it needs us to take care of it. The earth doesn't need us, we need the earth to survive. How we choose to live each day, whether we destroy our land or take care of it, doesn't really matter. Our actions will determine our fate. The earth will go on and evolve and heal itself after centuries. But for us, we suffer the consequence we made and the abuses we made on our environment, our resources, our soil.